Goals are really difficult. I've been trying to make a video every single Friday, and today I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to deliver with something as quality as usual. I apologize. It's just life sometimes gets in the way. So my parents don't live together anymore, and so that means I have to live in two different places. But the difficulty with that lies a lot within the stuff that I have. And I mean, it's a very first world problem for me to have, but I just thought I'd share it. I left my camera at my other house, which is kind of difficult because the only other camera I have is on my cell phone. However, I'm not really sure how iPhone's 4K actually works. It's just sort of there and accessible and easy. But I had a bunch of New Year's resolutions, like making a video once every single week. That's one of my biggest ones. Holding myself accountable when I don't get that done and completing it, because I promise you that I will not give up on these New Year's resolutions. Also, the goals, I have other personal goals in my life as well. And one of the biggest ones is for my future life, college. I started getting a bunch of college emails the past couple weeks. My PSAT scores came back as I'm a sophomore in high school, and they came back and they were pretty decent scores. However, it's just made me start looking at colleges and universities and everything much, much sooner. And I know I don't have to apply for another year and a half, but it's one of those things that gets rolling in your head and you're like, okay, what can I do in order to achieve a good college and good life? And one of those things is stepping up my work ethic, which in school is absolutely terrible. I don't have a very good track record for getting things in on time. I try sometimes, and then I just spend my hours on YouTube watching things. And I think that's just part of some distraction issues that I have personally. And one of my biggest goals this year was to make sure that I complete every assignment on time this year, because I feel like I need this new year to be able to step it up. And if I want to look good on a college application, the things that I have to do are make sure that my grades are up so that they see what I can accomplish and not what I have accomplished, which I know I can accomplish much more. I just haven't accomplished much. But that's one of the biggest things. And then the question of colleges, which in my head keeps going back from MIT to NYU. Okay, those two schools are very different for very different reasons. Obviously, MIT is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is in lovely Cambridge, Massachusetts, and it's really close. It's only 2 hours away from here, and I love it there, except for I don't think I'll ever get in because people are geniuses there, and the 7.9% acceptance rate is extremely low. So, and then there's NYU, which is one of my other options because I think I want to become an engineering student. So MIT and NYU sort of have their things, and I want to go to NYU because New York City is one of the biggest reasons, and the campus is so interesting. It's not really actually like a campus. Like at MIT, you have all the buildings, and most of them are actually interconnected by hallways. And at NYU, there are a bunch of buildings that could take walks and lots of time to get to. But the central location for where most of the buildings are is near Washington Square Park, which is not far from subway stations to get all over the city, which is awesome, and I love it. And I love the idea of moving to New York City. I told you I love New York City. I want to move to New York City. And it has a 33% acceptance rate, which is much better chances for me than 7.9. However, I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably end up applying to both. I really want to go to either of those two schools, but it's about weighing my options, and that's really important. But I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Friday, and maybe you'll see something in between. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, goodbye.